Coming after them now is Diadem. Atacama's about 3 lengths away, looking to warm up. So 2 down the outside now. Running on is Kisses as well at the 200 metres. Fix made the lead now from Diadem. Atacama starting to arrive, and down the outside also Pussy O'Reilly's putting in. It's Diadem in front. Atacama and Pussy O'Reilly coming after it. Diadem though, and Diadem and Opie Bosson in the Baker Falls Monroe continue.
The Group 3 Westbury Classic, won by Diadem in the pink colours there, trained by Baker Forsman and ridden by Opie Bosson, who's joined us live here in our presentation area. Opie, congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Nice to have her back to her best, that mare.
Yeah, she's been a good old mare for the last few years, and she's had a lot of problems, so all credit to Murray and the team for getting her back on track again.
You seem to get a pretty nice run in transit just behind the speed, didn't you?
Yeah, the barrier draw probably helped a lot, and she always puts herself there, so we got a perfect run the whole way, and turning for home just had to peel out outside the leaders, and she gave me a good kick.
That's a slick gallop for around here, Opie, 122.18. They were running along the whole race, and that helped her as well, because she's probably a mile now, maybe looking for that.
Yeah, she is, but she likes a fast speed in her races, and gets her off the bit, and she just relaxes and she gives you that kick. So she doesn't want to be up there travelling too keen.
Well, she can do, can't she, from time to time?
She's getting better, but throughout her career earlier on, she could get up and travel a little bit keen sometimes. Yeah.
And she, you said before, she's going to head to Tiara now, the Wait for Age Fillies and Mares race possibly?
Yep, and the mile would be probably ideal for her there, and the way she's racing now, so she's a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. I think today she's won with 57. She gets the Wait for Age against her own sex, so she'll be very, very competitive, won't she?
Yeah, she's the highest rated horse in the race, off 102 rating, and she's giving Atacama off a 97, 1 kilo. If it were a handicap, she'd be given a 2.5. So in these set weight and penalty races, when they're good mares at the top, they're very hard to beat. And look, they've run 1, 2, 3, 4, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, not in that order, but they're the 4 highest rated horses in the race, and they've run 1, 2, 3, 4, which is always good to see in these black type races.
For sure,
yeah.
For sure. Opie, you've ridden the second horse, Pussy O'Reilly as well. She doesn't mind running second, does she?
Yeah, she's a bit of a bridesmaid. You get there on her sometimes, and you can feel her like put her head up and pull herself up. So you pretty much have to time your run pretty right to get her there at the right time.
She's gone massive though, Paul.
She's gone massive. She does that.
Yeah.
Like I've seen her at track work at Matamata, and like there's no horse that would work better than her. No horse would work better than her, and you'd swear she'd win a couple of Group 1s, but she's just a little bit off, isn't she?
You brought the tractor in?
Yeah, we brought the tractor in. This is good. Any chance?
That's live television. We'll get rid of the tractor. Opie, it's been a good carnival for you so far. Outstanding day Saturday.
Yeah, no, can't complain. I've been getting on some nice horses in these bigger races, so it makes things a lot easier for me.
Indeed. You must be looking forward to this weekend as well, Rising Romance.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to riding her. Any race she races in New Zealand or even Australia, you know she's going to be a real good winning chance, and we've got the perfect draw for Saturday, and I think she probably won't get beat.
She's opened up $1.70. She's opened up $1.70, Rising Romance. Look, that's just giving away money, isn't it?
Well, she's just exactly the same as last year with Silent Achiever, isn't she? They ran in the same race, they did the same thing, they carried big weight, their class got them there in the end over 1,500 metres, and we know what Silent Achiever did. Why won't she do the same?
She will.
You must be thrilled to be on it, because she's a high class mare.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be on her for, but I'm just happy to have a Group 1 ride on her, and she'd go up real short favourite anyway, and you know she's a good winning chance.
Well, if you're in Aussie with Mongolian Khan, you'd be half a chance of, you'd be putting your hand up anyway, wouldn't you?
I'd definitely put my hand up.
Yeah, sure.
James can't ride her because he's committed to contribute her, so so you never know.
Yeah, well, he was putting his hand up for your Derby ride the other night on the show. That was a bit rough.
I had lunch with him before that, and he didn't mention anything about that at lunch.
I bet he made you pay.
He made you pay, yeah.
Well, awesome. Thanks for coming on. Congratulations once again, and all the best for this weekend.
No, thanks for having me.
All right, Opie Bosson, successful rider of Diadem in the Group 3 Westbury Classic earlier today here at Ellerslie. Let's hear now from the Beaten Brigade.
Rory, would you make a Pussy O'Reilly?
Yeah, super run. She's come from second last, jumped on 3 wide training, went round them. She's only narrowly gone down, and it's good to see her back at her best.
Okay.
Yeah, super.
Okay, we'll move you on to Mate for C. Mark Atacama for third.
Yeah, really good bulldogish run like she normally gives. Got back, settled well, and attacked the line like she can when she's fresh.
Okay, and Matthew Bod with me really found the line nicely.
Yeah, just another one of her typical runs. You know, she's flashing home and just doesn't have that pace, can't get underneath you on the corner where they sprint. But, you know, all credit to her, she's absolutely dashed home. So hopefully we get one soon.
Yeah.
All right, so there's the Beaten Brigade from the Westbury Classic from a little bit earlier today. Good race though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. As we said, the first four, you know, they're at the top, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, Diademe's been a really good horse. Won this race 2 years ago. She's been super competitive. She won that Calai Zuzu Stakes at Te Rapa, the race they had before Christmas a couple of years ago. She's a very good mare, and in the right race, as she was today. She's super competitive, and we saw it again.
Atacama was outstanding too.
Yeah.
She's a horse played with a lot of problems, well, foot problems mainly, and I thought she was very, very good. And you know, when her feet are right and she gets the right track conditions, she'll be very, very hard to beat.
So she'll be headed, you would think, towards that same race.
One would imagine.
Tierra Ha, the
Yeah.
fillies and mares, Smile.
O'Reilly will be there also.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
they'll all do battle again. And
Yep.
this is a bit of a series, if you like, for these mares. They can run in this one, then they step up to the mile, and then some of them will choose to run again in the Easter, or others will wait another week and go 2,000 in the Travis. So
That's right.
it's good for the mares to have this series to follow.
Indeed. All right, we just heard Opie talk about how confident and how excited he was to be riding Rising Romance in the Group 1 this weekend when we sent our team up to Ruakaka earlier this week to see how she's going.
Thanks to some sparkling performances in her native New Zealand, as well as Australia in 2014, Rising Romance stamped herself as a legitimate star of the turf. But just in case anyone forgot what she was capable of, a dazzling first-up effort at Ellerslie suggested she's back better than ever.
Rising Romance is descending on the scene. Sports Illustrated, Rising Romance out wide from Saki Soldier. Sports Illustrated and Rising Romance, they hit it. Oh, I don't know. Possibly Rising Romance.
She's as big as a bull. I heard the statement from Lee Magorian that she looked like a broodmare. She's really big at the moment, and she's tightened up quite a bit from the run. But we had been quite soft on her going into that race, so she'll take a heap of improvement from it.
Trainer Donna Logan will treat the mare's fans at home with one more run this preparation.
We're going to Ellerslie for the Group 1 there. Opie Bosson has been engaged to ride her, and then we head off to Sydney.
It's an exciting period as Rising Romance holds nominations for the coveted Queen Elizabeth Stakes and Sydney Cup at Randwick. But there are other features that may suit throughout the autumn and beyond.
We just want to really get through the maybe the BMW and make a decision from there. There are options as opposed to just Sydney. We've got Brisbane also that we can take on to look at whether we travel to Brisbane. So we're taking each race as it comes. And seeing what the opposition's up to and how we're performing once we get there.
A quandary facing the Logan camp is that previous rider, James McDonald, is likely to be wearing Godolphin blue for much of the autumn.
He's so sought after now, and we're still in negotiations with him, but Brett Preble has put his hand up. He's quite prepared to come down and ride bulk, stock and barrel or Rising Romance if required. Craig Williams' managers run, quite a few really top-end jockeys have rung, so our options are quite open at this point. We won't make any real decisions until we have our New Zealand runs done and dusted, and then see what commitments James has got, and take it all from there.
One thing that is unlikely to disturb the mare's preparation, however, is the change of surroundings.
I think because their temperament is so relaxed from being here, they travel really well. They're used to travelling to Ellerslie and Pukekohe and Te Rapa, so the travelling is no issue. Some horses don't acclimatise to a box situation, but I think again the fact that they've been so chilled in their whole environment back home, they take it all in their stride, and good horses do. Good horses are very adaptable.
The Logan setup at Ruakaka may be relaxed, but the attention to detail that goes into every runner the team saddles up is anything but.
Well, every horse, I do a program every night, and each horse has been allocated a trip with each rider. So after the morning's trip, I ask the riders for their comments, They give me their comments, and these go home, and every horse has their own file in the office. So if you want to know about Midnight Magic Man and George rings me up, I'm not guessing, I've got the rider's comments there. So as an example, when they've galloped, all their gallop heartbeats are written down. We keep a notebook of all their gallops, their sectionals, over around 1,000 metres, and that goes back for years and years. We've done this since the day I started training. So we keep every horse's gallop time in his own file as their heartbeat goes, so we can get a pretty good graph as to where we are at our optimum performance level when we win a race.
And concentrating on her own charge is what's important to Donna, not what her opposition is up to.
She's stepped up every race that we've asked her from the day she first raced here in New Zealand. And knowing that background of her and knowing her so well, we know where we can take her to each level. And I'm confident that she is bigger and stronger this year than she has ever been. So I think she will step up. Look, she ran second in the Caulfield Cup and was still a very, basically immature 3-year-old. Having that grounding behind us, you would expect her to be very, very competitive now that she's stronger in that top end again in Sydney.
Rising Romance co-trainer Donna Logan and Brett Preble in the mix, eh?
Yeah, well, he must be coming back to get his whip from Robert Logan, because about 8 or 9 years ago he came down, trialled a horse, Keep Him, he was called, in New Zealand, and left his whip with Robert. Robert was a young guy then, and yeah, he's obviously kept in touch, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be wanting the ride on Rising Romance? Massive run in the Caulfield Cup, and she's just going to be super competitive over in Australia.
Again, indeed. All right, let's have a look at a couple of other races from the LSE program today. The Stella Artois 2-year-old was over 1,100 metres, so Diane was the winner, Stephen McKee was the trainer, and Sam Spratt was the successful rider, and she's with us now. Sam, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. No, it was a good effort. You had a nice draw, and yeah, she jumped, led them up and kicked well, so no, I was very impressed.
You must have gone into the race with a fair amount of confidence after the Karaka run.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, on form she seemed to be, one of the ones hard to beat, and she went such a gutsy effort in the Karaka Million. She just sort of run around. She might have just been feeling the hard ground a little bit, but no, Stephen sort of caught them all on, and she came out today and really hit the line nicely.
A lot straighter today?
She was a lot straighter today. Well, she ran that straight in the Karaka Million. Little shits, they just don't know.
Yeah, only 30,000 today, not a million.
I know.
Why can't you talk to them about these things?
Oh.
Hey, she was really strong to the line, 1,100 metres today. 1,400 next time, I would imagine, in the Group 1 Manawatu Sires. She ran that out strongly, no problem with 14?
I don't think there'll be a problem.
No.
She's a big, strong girl. If you looked at her, you wouldn't think she's a 2-year-old type, and yeah, so I don't think she's going to have a problem seeing the 14 out at all.
The Karaka Million form's stacking up this year, isn't it? As opposed to previous years?
Yeah, look, I think it does tend to. I mean, we saw Rude Awakening come out of it and win the Group 1 here a couple of years ago. They mightn't be 3-year-olds, but in their 2-year-old year they tend to. Yes, you're right, we've seen
Selfie come out,
run second at Matamata. This filly's come out and done a good job today. So,
be a strong size, Manawatu.
Yeah, it will be. Strong 2-year-old race on Saturday
sure.
as well.
Yep,
so I think we're well endowed with 2-year-olds this year.
Yep.
Marilyn, obviously same owners. She's been sold to Australian interests, so nice to have sort of Diane fill the hooves, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, hey, she's leading very similar path that O'Marilyn led, and so hopefully can continue on. O'Marilyn was sort of thereabouts and Karaka Million in all her races leading up to the sires, so hopefully she can go on and kick on. And like saying, there are a lot of smart 2-year-olds around, but I think she's got a lot of ability, and the thing that I'm impressed is how she's improved every single run. She's got better and better and just more and more professional about things, so hopefully we can pull that one off.
We talk about confidence with jockeys, Sam, but confidence with these 2-year-olds as well. Like, she's had a really good kill today, so to speak. She's gone out there, she's had a nice experience, she's quickened the last little bit, done it well. So that is really big for 2-year-olds as well, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, her first start down in Wellington, she sort of got knocked, or just about went through the rail, and I think it almost took her a couple of runs to sort of come right, and she's heading form at a good time to go and hopefully pull out the that race. But
that trip to Wellington, even though it might have turned to custard on the track, that'll stand by her when she's got to travel to Manawatu, won't it?
Oh yeah, definitely, and I mean, she's a quirky wee filly, and and I think the more mileage she has, the better she's going to get, and I think she's going to make a really nice 3-year-old type as well. And so, you know, she's still learning and still got a lot more in the tank.
The old saying with the 2-year-olds is the rail's their best friend, isn't it? And she found that today. And
yeah, nothing wrong with the rail.
You've had a few problems with it in the past.
Oh, I've gone over the rail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love that rail.
He can find them, Trevor, can't he? You know, like this is 2 in a row with O'Marilyn and now O'Diane. He can find them at those yearling sales.
Yeah, gosh, yeah, no, he's a sly old bugger. He knows where to get them.
What about this weekend, Sam? Anything that you're riding to that you're looking forward to?
Not sort of overly. A lot of them are sort of backing up. 770's backing up, and some of them are, you know, going to be backing up. So I mean, he's going honest form in that, but yeah, not a huge amount, you know, that have really followed. No, I don't have an Oaks ride. I think I'm staying up here. But at this stage, I mean, hey, you don't know, anything can happen. But I think at this stage, I'm staying up here. So, yeah, no.
All right, appreciate you dropping in, and once again, congratulations.
No, cheers, thank you.
All right, Sam Spratt with us here on Weigh In. We're back with more in a moment.
Rich Hill Stud proudly presents First Crop Yearlings by champion Australasian 3-year-old and New Zealand Horse of the Year, Jimmy Shue, an outstanding racehorse. He won 12 races from 800 metres to 2400 metres. He was a 5 times Australasian Group 1 winner. Be at Karaka 2015. Buy a Jimmy Shue. Performance, pedigree, physique. The People's Champion. Contact John Thompson or Mike Rennie.
Yes, wake up and recognise the bonus scheme that is providing extra incentives to your Thoroughbreds earnings. Be in to win with the Thoroughbred bonus scheme.
Yeah, super day here, day 2 of the Auckland Cup Carnival, and Stephen Hunt is back with us to discuss the odds for the 2 Group 1s this weekend. Steve, first of all, the Diamond Stakes, how have you stacked it up?
We've gone with the Karaka Million form DA and Del Cielo a $4.20 favourite. It'll be interesting to get your thoughts, boys. Matamata or Karaka Million form line. If you look at it there, Del Cielo a $4.20 favourite, just in front of Marky Mark, who's unbeaten 2 from 2 at Ellerslie. Serena missed the Breeders' winner from a couple of weeks ago at $4.60 in that third line of betting, and Recanto also a Matamata winner 2 weeks ago on the slipper at a $5 price, and then you've got a few there at $7, $8.50, and then the double figure quotes. But yeah, we've gone with the Ellerslie form line, the Karaka Million. It's stacked up today with O'Diane winning, and that ran 4th, and Del Cielo ran 3rd. So I think that forms the way to go in front of Matamata.
And Del Cielo didn't really have a lot of luck. Didn't get on the track, did he? Or she?
No. Both its runs at Ellerslie this time have been outstanding. Probably could have won on both occasions if it had the right transit and running. So I think that's clearly the horse to beat. And what you'd have to say is an even market. It's not big in size, but there's some quality there, no doubt.
Yeah, I think the market's right at the 1200 metres for the Diamond Stakes, whereas Serena Mist and your Recantos from Matamata are probably more the size produce horses, the 1400, do you think, Andrew? Or?
I think the blinkers will sharpen Recanto up. I think he's going to be really it's a competitive race.
Oh, it's a great field.
And they've framed a market that way. I didn't know what would be favourite. I didn't know that I'd have Del Cielo favourite. I possibly would have had the big filly favourite.
Would you?
Yeah, possibly. I'm not saying that she's the winner, but yeah, a very competitive race. Very competitive.
I'll take Del Cielo. I think he'd be very
interesting
very
to see how the money goes, to be fair.
Yeah, well, we've gone with Ellerslie, which I think's a key stat as a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
A few horses here first time can get a little bit found out. Serena Mist, never right-handed at Ellerslie. no doubting her ability. But yeah, I reckon there'll be an even spread between those top 3 or 4 in the market.
I think Marky Mark's probably got to be respected just because he's done it twice here.
Yeah.
And if there is a shower of rain, they were tipping an enormous amount of rain tomorrow, but they've changed their tip on that. If that had come, I think that would have brought him into play. But look, he can probably do it on top of the ground as well. He very competitive race.
Yeah, great race.
The Group 1, of course, is the New Zealand Stakes, and we all know that Rising Romance is long odds-on favourite at the moment. $1.70, but have they been snapping up the price on her today?
Well, probably a bit early at this stage, DA, but no doubt they will. $1.70, I'm picking will be the go and multi-wise on the day, come Saturday. $1.70, yeah, interesting to see how hard they come early on in final field win betting with Rising Romance. She'll definitely start in the red, there's no question about that. Where she finishes off come Saturday afternoon remains to be seen, but I think $1.70, not too many horses we open shorter than that, particularly Group 1 events. Soriano, $5.50, forget she went round to Otaki on that iffy track, to be nice, but no, at $5.50, you've got to respect her, what she did 2 or 3 starts prior to that. And then a few other horses. Sasaki's Soldier goes well at Ellerslie, 3rd last start, and behind Rising Romance is a $7.50 quote. But I think it's all one-way traffic come multis and final field win betting.
Excellent. Thanks for dropping in tonight, and we look forward to having you on the program next week.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate
all right,
Cheers,
Steve Hunt from the racing desk with us live here at Ellerslie this evening. Butch, obviously, Rising Romance deserves to be at $1.70. What in your eyes, or in your opinion, is her biggest danger?
Well, I suppose the biggest danger is whether she's rock hard fit enough for 2,000 metres. But look, she's the class act of the field. She's run 2nd in the Caulfield Cup. She's done what she won in Oaks, all of those things. She just is the same as Silent Achiever to me last year, coming out of that 1,500 metre race into the 2,000. Yeah, Soriano's the danger, if there is one.
Just quickly, $1.70, really happy with that?
Oh, it's outstanding, isn't it? She's unbeatable. Unbeatable.
All right. Cameron George, CEO of the Auckland Racing Club, has joined us here as well tonight. Cameron, thanks for coming in. Day 2 done and dusted. You must be stoked.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great week. TV3 Derby Day was a good success for the club, and Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Cup Day was another one for us. So working forward into Diamond Day, supported by Harnui Farms, obviously, and Ronald McDonald House Charities.
Yeah, I mean, you've dodged a couple of bullets in terms of the weather. Things have panned out beautifully, haven't they?
It has. The weather's moved away from the racecourse, which is great, and you know, there's some scary predictions there early in the week, but anyway, we got through it, and there's been great racing on the track and plenty of action off it.
There's a win today in the Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Cup, Cameron, from a mare that has always looked like 2 miles was going to be a go, and we saw last year's winner from the Cup go to the Melbourne Cup, Who Shot the Barman. Let's hope that she can get there as well, because it's so important that we can have a path through to the Melbourne Cup for these horses.
Without a doubt, Butch. You saw today, like, it was a tremendous win in the Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Cup, and it was a great ride too, I thought, by Mark Duplessis, and that he just showed his professionalism and class in that race. And as you say, with Who Shot the Barman last year, let's hope Rock Diva can go on to bigger and better things. And the owners put a lot of money into racing, not only overseas but here, which is great. And Tony Pike, you know, what a training feat for him. It's just been great for racing in New Zealand to have a horse trained by him win our big race, and hopefully gets put away now and goes to the spring.
Two Group 1s coming up on Saturday, a terrific support card. You must be looking forward to that. For those coming on course, what can they expect?
Yeah, look, a lot of fun. You know, we have the Whips and Spurs function. You can still get online and book tickets to that at ellerslie.co.nz. And look, the whole day is around the Diamond Stakes, sponsored by Harnui Farms. And then we've been working towards raising $80,000 for the Ronald McDonald House Charities here in Auckland, and they sponsor the New Zealand Stakes. So we're privileged to be a part of their organisation, and anyone that comes on course can contribute to that, and anyone that buys a ticket over the next couple of days will do so, because we're trying to raise that $80,000 to help families in New Zealand. And look, the racing industry today can be very happy of raising $55,000 so far.
And the racing board on side as well through fixed odds betting on the day, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They've committed to contributing to the fund, so bet fixed odds, and you know you'll be putting $1 or $2 towards the Ronald McDonald charity, which is great.
Awesome. Appreciate you coming in tonight, and all the best for day 3.
Thank you.
Cameron George, the CEO of the Auckland Racing Club, with us tonight, but you must be looking forward to day 3 as well.
Yeah, I do. I like day 3 because the fields are done, everything's done from the earlier in the week, and it's 2 Group 1 races, which is what we do it for.
And Twig, you must be, what, coming back for Whips and Spurs, eh?
Yeah, well, unfortunately there's an age restriction, but I have to get a fake ID made up. But look, it's been great couple of days so far, and the track is a credit to both Cameron and Andrew and your course your course manager. He's done a fantastic job. It's played fair, and let's hope Saturday's the same.
Sure will be. I'm pretty confident about that. Thanks to our other guests tonight, Tony Pike, Mark Duplessis, Stephen Marsh, Sam Spratt, Cameron George, obviously, and Stephen Hunt, along with Opie Bosson. The party goes on, but for us, here live at Ellerslie, it's a very good night.